This presentation will include information on what you need to know about Montana's newest alternate assessment, Dynamic Learning Maps, also referred to as DLM, for statewide accountability, federal reporting, and overall reporting purposes. This menu shows what will be covered in this short video. We will talk about what the Dynamic Learning Maps, more commonly referred to as DLM for ELA and mathematics, as well as science, is all about, who this assessment is for, and why it should be administered. We will also review when the test is administered, how it is administered, what resources are available to help you, and some frequently asked questions. Educators use the Dynamic Learning Maps alternate assessment system to assess what students with the most significant cognitive disabilities know and can do in the DLM assessed subjects in grades 3 through 8 and grade 11. The assessment provides built-in support accessibility by design features, built upon core beliefs that all students should have access to challenging grade-level content, is an instructionally embedded model allowing students to be assessed throughout the year based upon what they learn and know, and follows a blueprint that can be individualized in focus areas using essential elements and linkage levels to assess. Who qualifies as an alternate learner or for an alternate assessment participant? Students eligible to participate in alternate assessments make up approximately 1% of the total state population in Montana. The decision to move a special education student to an alternate assessment has significant implications for the path that a student will take in their K-12 school career. It means the student is not able to participate in the general education curriculum even when provided with accommodations. A student who participates in an alternate assessment requires a modified curriculum. Students taking the DLM alternate assessment require extensive direct instruction and substantial support to achieve measurable gains aligned with their IEP or individualized education plans. They should receive academic instruction aligned to grade-level content standards, but at a reduced depth, breadth, and level of complexity. What are some of the foundations for DLM? The DLM learning maps are highly connected representations of how academic skills are acquired as reflected in research literature. Both English language arts and mathematics have fully developed learning maps. ELA and mathematics are assessed in grades 3 through 8 and 11. Nodes are the maps that represent discrete knowledge, skills, and understandings in either ELA or mathematics, as well as important foundational skills. The maps go beyond the traditional learning progression by including multiple and alternate pathways through which students may develop and display content knowledge. The ELA learning map includes more than 2,000 nodes. The mathematics learning map includes more than 2,300 nodes, and both subject maps include more than 150 foundational nodes associated with them. More than 10,000 connections exist between the nodes in combined maps, creating a truly diverse and unique learning experience for students. Who are some of the critical partners for the DLM? Numerous considerations are taken when considering critical partners are those impacted or related to alternate assessments. Students are carefully identified by IEP or special education teams, and this decision is based upon the severity of their cognitive abilities. Only students with the most significant cognitive impairments participate in the alternate assessments. Test administrators, also referred to as TAs, administer the DLM in their schools. Any licensed teacher may complete the TA training courses and administer these assessments based on assignment from their STC or System Test Coordinator. The System Test Coordinator, also referred to as the STC, is responsible for creating user roles within their district, including assignment of TAs. The DLM assessments are designed with the foundation previously discussed, which leads educators and test administrators to utilizing essential elements and linkage levels to accurately and meaningfully assess learner growth and understanding within the alternate student population. First, we will briefly introduce the essential elements. These are links to the Common Core state standards, and these maps each have small sections of critical concepts or skills called nodes that are needed to learn the essential elements for that subject area. These small sections are at different levels of complexity and are called linkage levels. Next, in discussing the linkage levels, as noted here, the DLM assessment provides testlets for ELA and mathematics at 5 linkage levels. The target linkage level is based upon the nodes that align to knowledge and skills described by the essential element and indicate the student's performance in relationship to that grade level target. So what does the linkage level essential element growth look like? The DLM Alternate Assessment provides those testlets for ELA and mathematics at the 5 linkage levels. The target linkage level is based on nodes that align to the knowledge and skills described by the essential element and indicate a student's performance in relationship to the grade level target. Then, multiple pathways on the map are carefully inspected to identify nodes that link the target linkage level, both preceding and extending beyond it. As shown here, a brief overview of the 5 linkage levels are presented. The first is the initial precursor. These testlets are designed at linkage level that are typically reflective of foundational nodes in the DLM learning map, where skills and understandings necessary for learning subsequent to academic content. These testlets are typically intended for students who do not yet have a symbolic communication mode. 2 linkage levels are between the initial precursor and target linkage level, including the distal and proximal precursors. Testlets at these levels allow students to develop the knowledge, skills, and understandings needed to reach or achieve the target. These may be either teacher-administered, like those at the initial precursor level, or they may be computer-delivered based upon the skills being tested and the individual student. Lastly, the successor linkage level. This gives students the opportunity to take the next step beyond the expectations described by the essential element or at the target linkage level, and is typically seen at higher grade levels. So when and how long does it take to administer the DLM? The testlets were designed to reduce the need for memorization by allowing students to demonstrate skills progressively through short, engaging assessments. Each testlet starts with an activity to activate prior knowledge, motivate students, and provide context. They are administered over several weeks, including 2 15-week testing windows for ELA and mathematics, and that helps to reduce stress on the student and TAs, as well as allow ongoing instruction. These testlets typically take 5 to 15 minutes to complete depending on the student's grade, overall understanding, and the subject area. How do we begin preparing for administration for DLM? To prepare for the assessment process, educators should begin by using the educator portal and the instruction and assessment planner to manage student profiles effectively. Each student's accessibility supports are outlined in their personal needs profile, also referred to as the PNP, which includes a wide range of available accommodations and supports. For detailed guidance, educators, IEP teams, and STCs can refer to the accessibility manual available on the DLM website. Additionally, the first contact survey is required for every student. This survey gathers important information beyond demographics, such as communication methods, academic skills, and attention needs. To help both educators and students become familiar with the assessment process, preparation tools like practice activities and release testlets are available and highly recommended. Continuing into the administration. DLM testlets are delivered based on research tailored for students with significant cognitive disabilities. Smooth administration requires proper preparation through the educator and DLM secure portals. After setting up accounts, test administrators must annually complete required training to access assessment and assessment resources. Students must be added and their profiles, including the PNP and first contact survey, must be completed. Educators can then review blueprints, essential elements, and linkage levels with further guidance available in user guides to effectively map out each student's testing plan. Where and when can I get my scores? Scores can be accessed for multiple uses and from multiple sources. For the general public wishing to view statewide scores for official reporting purposes, the Growth and Enhancement of Montana Students website, also referred to as GEMS, is the longitudinal data warehouse to use. This website shares data on the growth and success of Montana's schools, including alternate assessment scores. Data from the statewide assessment is also typically made available after an operational assessment in the fall of the following academic year or in the summer following the spring assessment window for the alternate assessments. Score reports, including aggregate, individual, student, and bundled reports, are typically available in early to mid-summer after the spring testing window ends. Access to these reports via the educator portal is determined by the STC. To support educators, the DLM website offers additional resources, including interpretive guides and videos to help understand the score reports. These can be found by selecting your state, role, and choosing Scoring and Reporting in the resource category. Additional resources and guidance can also be found on the OPI assessment web pages as well. What resources are available for DLM? When issues arise, it is always appropriate to contact support based on your individual type of problem. For local technology representatives, these are your go-to technical setup and support. This includes installing the KITE student portal app, using supported browsers, resolving general computer or internet issues, and fixing display or sound problems. The DLM KITE service desk should only be contacted by users with an active educator portal account. They handle data-related issues like rosters and enrollment, as well as unlocking the student portal. You can reach the service desk at the information provided on the slide or within one of the guides or resources available on the DLM website or OPI assessment pages. What resources are available for DLM? You can use the OPI Montcast testing website for accessing the standards, trainings and webinars, general testing information, testing alerts and updates, and testing calendars and schedule of events. Staying informed with testing updates and alerts. It is important to stay informed with testing updates and alerts. To stay current with the requirements and guidance, you can read the statewide testing guidance or the assessment FAQs. School staff with a responsibility for preparing, administering, supporting, or handling assessment materials should also be familiar with these key documents and web pages. The monthly assessment bulletin, assessment unit focus support videos, the Montcast policies and procedures for participation in statewide assessments, the Montcast test security manual, 6 things stakeholders should know about participation and testing in Montana, as well as the Parent Corner for additional resources for parents and guardians. Some frequently asked questions regarding the DLM assessment are presented here. The first is, how do I use and navigate the DLM website? Many resources for test administrators are available on the DLM website. In addition to the DLM program-provided resources, state-specific resources are also available. Be sure to bookmark your state webpage for quick and easy access to resources. What are some of the benefits of this type of assessment? The DLM Alternate Assessment System provides accessibility by design and is guided by the core belief that all students should have access to challenging grade-level content along with integrity in providing instruction and administering assessments. How many other states are in the consortium with Montana? States using the instructionally embedded model, along with Montana, there are 7 other states included. Thank you for watching, and if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to the OPI Assessment Help Desk at any time, or contacting the DLM or Educator Portal support along the way as this new assessment rolls out. Thank you.